Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome back.
Hi.
We are the Greatest Attorney. Well, and we're gonna play some Cutie Call.
You did it.
Mm-hmm.
Proud of you. I'm afraid to speak because you said that demonetizing thing. I can't trust myself.
We meet again, our arch nemesis, Demonetiza.
Demonetiza. You big bleep.
You absolute bleep.
Yeah, it's interesting is that even if you like censor a swear, YouTube will still cap you.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Okay, it's been a minute, right? Yeah, we're good.
Right?
Doesn't count if it's after the first minute.
Yeah,
For
that's right.
some fucking reason. Why? Why is it that if in the first minute you say fuck it's bad, but if you say it after it's whatever? Explain,
know.
YouTube, explain.
Explain it to me, YouTube, please.
That's how long the bots watch for.
I guess.
I mean, maybe, Some lazy bitches. I get anyway. Perfect.
Perfect.
I'm so excited for people who have never watched this before and they've just joined us.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck is going
What's
on?
happening?
What?
We are, my lord. I think he's saying something.
Just add a voice actor.
Pretty sure we might be saying something.
Hi, who's that guy? He's just been sitting there mumbling.
Oh my god.
The accused left behind evidence at the scene, didn't he? Those 3 bouquets.
Oh right. Yeah.
If there was some novel alternative explanation about how the victim was stabbed, I might reconsider.
Even if the woman was throwing books, it can't be related to this crime if the window was closed, can it?
Short-sighted jury.
Yeah.
Dear me, it was only a little book, hardly life-threatening, even with a direct hit.
I'm gonna turn you down just a tiny bit, Carrie. A little overpowering.
Oh no. I could turn myself down. I could
I
try
already
to
did
be
it.
quieter.
Look, I just want to get this over with. If I don't bring home some pay tonight, I'll be in a tiny bit of trouble.
A tidy bit of trouble.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Come to think of it, we had a fire at home a while ago. It gave me the sneezes.
Aww.
Which just made more fire because I'm a fucking dragon.
Oh.
I remember that.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's all coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Also, hell yeah, hearts. My voice is a top. I'm overpowering. Hell yeah, get it.
Wow.
Chat anyway.
You fucking try with that one.
Yeah, right. I didn't. I just went. Yeah, right. Absolutely nothing. At least try to have a cadence, Carrie, you lazy bitch.
Piece of shit.
Well, what?
My learned friend, no, my learned student friend was
There you
unable
go.
to find fault in the previous witness testimony.
Okay, we need to like count how many times he smashes his chalice this time.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to
So
know.
the court must accept the fact that it was indeed the accused seen fleeing from the scene. And moreover... That's one!
No, one!
No one else was even at the scene to commit the crime!
Oh, shit.
That means I'm afraid that during this summation examination, it's essential that you establish some other tangible explanation for the facts!
But how? What would even constitute a tangible explanation here?
Isn't it obvious? Who stabbed the woman and how? Those two details are all you need to provide. Simply give us a name and a method by which the attack was conducted.
And here I was thinking this might be hard.
But Mr. Naruhodo, you don't have to do it! Otherwise,
Or you have to do it. You don't have to do it.
I mean, really, fuck this guy.
this guy, right? You don't gotta do it. Yeah, fuck him. Otherwise, this really will be where the trial ends.
Your judicial assistant knows what it means to be a lawyer in the West. You have
Finger
been
gun,
paid.
sir.
No pressure.
You get it.
Oh, yes, my lord. All right, Rinosuke. Focus your mind now. Ow. Clearly, the key to the summation examination is going to be juror number 4, the maid. Or should I say, Mrs. Garridem.
She's got no fucking business being here. Get her the hell out of here.
It's true. She should have recused herself.
Also, I'm pretty sure she did it.
Yeah,
Also,
Like-
we're pretty. Yeah, we are pretty sure
Yeah.
she did it.
Yeah.
pretty fucking sure she did it. Yeah, like, goddamn. Anyway.
We have a book that disappeared from the Garridem's house on the evening of the incident. And the 4th book found in the victim's hand.
I swear to God, Herlock's going to show up at the end and be like, I figured it out. It was this later. We're like, yeah, we know.
Yeah, we got it.
It
We
was
got we got there.
Joan!
Another
we're like,
case solved
yeah.
by Herlock Shows. He
Another
walks
case
off.
solved by Herlock Sholmes.
And then the entire court gives him credit for that
Oh my
shit.
God,
And we're like,
Herlock!
oh my god damn it.
Yes, yes,
It's just
I
so
know. Quite
brilliant,
amazing.
Mr.
Yes.
Show.
There must be a way to link the two. Yes, that's what we have to find. Is the every technique I've learned in my short career so far, whatever it takes, I'm gonna press the shit out of the E button, the R button, and maybe even the fucking T button, depending on if I forget.
Oh my goodness.
Don't forget to keep an eye on Mrs. Garridem and how she reacts, even to the things other people say.
Wow.
Thanks for the hint, Game.
Look
Ah,
at
there
that
they are.
bitch.
Look at them being cute.
I love them.
I still want them.
Mhm.
They're so in love.
That's true. The accused left behind evidence at the scene, didn't he? Those 3 books is. Hold it! Hold it!
But as we now know, there were 4 books, not 3.
Well, what difference does it make?
There's every possibility that the 4th book, in fact, belongs to the defendant's landlord.
Right. That's the part I have a problem with.
Sorry?
Well, at the point the woman was stabbed, this landlord fellow was at home, wasn't he? Enjoying a fire scrap with his wife or something, you said.
That's not exactly how I put it, no.
Well, anyway. The point is, the fellow and his wife were someone else when it happened.
Maybe they didn't, like, fall over instantly when they got stabbed? That's a thing that can happen.
It's true.
Like, right? Yeah.
I think that's what you call a strong alibi?
So it couldn't have been the landlord who did it. Which really leaves the Nepalese fella.
God damn it.
Honestly, I can't see why. I can't see what all this palaver's
Palaver.
about.
Palaver.
Palaver?
Palaver, yeah.
Okay. What all this palaver's about? It's a done deal, isn't it?
I don't know the definition,
suppose
but my mom and dad have said it
we
before.
looked it up
Okay.
the first
Yeah.
time it came up. It is informal
Such a
slang,
lot.
unnecessarily elaborate or complex procedure. Historically, it also means a improvised conference between two groups, typically those without a shared language or culture. A verb to talk unproductively and at length.
Oh. My mom and dad would use it whenever I was being super dramatic as a kid. Like,
They probably meant in the unproductive and at length.
yeah, they totally did. Yeah. Like, why are you making such a palaver of this, Carrie? You need to calm down. Just like, no! Yeah.
Never!
I suppose it is, since I have nothing witty left to say.
Nothing witty. It's our backup
Also,
channel.
thank you, Chronosayan, for your resub.
Ah,
That's where you guys just make and read creepypastas.
fuck yeah, nothing witty. Nothing witty entertainment, let's fucking go.
There was some novel alternative explanation about how the victim was stabbed I might reconsider.
Real quick, I'm gonna look at the court record. Just to
Okie
give us
dokie.
give us a real
Let's see what
refresher.
happened. Yeah, give us a reminder of all of our evidence.
We got the Lion's Pride. The back is the back of the book is badly burnt. We got this crime scene photo here of the victim holding the book.
Chronosayan, heck, in what parts of England and Scotland did you visit?
Thank you.
Yeah.
We got this picture.
Hope you had a good
of
vacation.
3 books, but there's actually 4 total books. There's the weapon here, the little jackknife.
Found lodged in the victim.
Case file of let's see, details. Young woman rendered unconscious following a stab wound to the back. Olive green, female, stout build, early 20s. Location, pavement of Briar Road, east side. Reporting officer, Rolly Beat. Additional notes. The victim remains unconscious. Her name was gleaned from her personal effects. Other details are unknown. Apart from the single stab wound from the large knife, no other signs of injury were observed. The assailant was seen running away by the reporting officer and was successfully arrested the following day.
Nice.
Second-
Chronosayan, heckin', while you were in Edinburgh, did you go to, there's a blacksmith in Edinburgh, and it's just, oh my god, it's so fucking cool. It's real heckin' neat. It's not far from the castle. It's down the fucking really rainbow colored road. I don't know if you went anywhere around there, but I'm just letting you know it's fucking neat. Now they're like, I'm back, Carrie, and I didn't go. Fuck. Like,
we also have this book receipt, where Natsume purchased 3 books here,
Yeah, this is likely ceased to be relevant.
probably, and we've got the map here. So the your books where he bought his books. We got bourbon books, and we've got
Yeah.
the lodgings here, and then the
Your
exit where it
books.
happens.
yeah.
Okay, and that's all.
Yeah,
our
because it was a
evidence.
super big thing of he could have gone either way, but there was construction up there, so he went
Yeah.
the long way.
Because we know he's a coward.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna press her.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you might be willing to change your decision, you mean? Oh, nice. Such delight on your face. But I'm afraid I shan't be swayed by emotion. Despite what you may think of me, I'm a very modern, metropolitan, and rational woman.
Okay.
That's great. If one reads the morning papers, it's all forgotten by tea time, isn't it? So why read them in the first place? You
What?
see? Modern, metropolitan, and rational thinking, wouldn't you say?
No.
I don't keep up with the news. I don't give a fuck.
Wow.
Not at all extreme.
God damn.
As I see it, an overwhelmingly suspicious Japanese man has been implicated by an overwhelmingly strong testimony. So despite 1 or 2 minor puzzlements, I do declare that the man is overwhelmingly guilty.
Wow.
Modern, metropolitan, and rational logic, wouldn't you say?
No, no, you're awful.
Overwhelmingly. But us modern gals are always delighted to embrace new fads, you know. I'd only be too happy to consider an exciting new theory if you could come up with one. I'd be happy to do that too if only I could.
Oh no. Let's do our best not to disappoint the modern and metropolitan young lady. Fuck, dude.
Right. I'm glad you omitted rational there.
Even if the woman was throwing books, it can't be related to the crime if the window was closed, can it?
Hold it! Press.
Press him.
Well, what about the possibility that the window was open?
Oh, shit. What about it? I mean, there's just no way it could have been. How do you
How
know?
can you be so sure?
Yeah, fuck. The prosecutor fellow over there said it earlier, didn't he? Winters in London are no joke. You don't want to invite that sort of cold indoors. So now, that window was open. Us Londoners like sitting by the fire and staying warm, see?
Especially when it's destroying your fucking house!
Burning down their fucking apartment. Like, oh, this is not cold.
No, Hayden,
You know,
you're hot. Fuck
Perhaps.
you.
You're so fucking hot, Hayden. Oh my god.
It's true.
Also, hi, Hayden.
Yeah.
They're in chat.
I've said
Also, I
it
hate
before. I will say it again. Yes, Aiden very hot.
Yeah, he's so fucking hot. Oh my
Scream
god.
it from the rooftops.
It's true. It's true.
But you couldn't categorically state that the window was open, could you?
It just wasn't. They wouldn't have opened it.
Then what's the point in even having windows, huh? That's a really fucking childish line of thinking. Why even have windows if we won't open them?
Like, yeah.
Sir, this is a submarine. Ah, details.
I don't care. I'm hot. Open a window.
God damn.
I also love that they're somehow easily just opened from the inside.
Yeah, like Jesus Christ.
No, sorry. Somehow I need to show that there's an undeniable possibility that the window is open. Like, I don't know, fucking fire.
Like a fucking fire.
Yeah.
Because this young
Goddamn
man isn't
fire,
gonna budge
Joe.
otherwise.
Dear me, it was only a little book. Hardly life-threatening, even with a direct hit. Get out.
But the little book was on fire at the time, was it not?
It's like, leave the fucking courtroom, male.
Right?
With the flames of love, I'll have you
Oh my
know.
god, you're not helping.
Get the fuck out!
There's really no such thing as a loving incendiary bomb.
Oh my god, she just hit that dude!
Oh.
Well, he brought it upon himself. It's playing with fire to betray a fiery love. Oh my god. Isn't it? Well, don't you agree?
Oh, well, any kind of betrayal is certainly a bad thing, yes.
I can't believe you, Joan.
Oh,
But I think the argument might have arisen out of your misunderstanding, Miss Garridem.
Ow.
Stop hitting people! Never mind that. The point is, we were just having a jovial little dispute. Nothing more. And I won't have any more of these suggestions that I was anything that it was anything whatsoever to do with this crime.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go. Had to look extreme to get it, but I got it.
Right. Well, we'll see about that. What about shirt number 5?
Ow.
He doesn't seem to be turning a hair at Mrs. Garridem's relentless onslaughts.
It's almost as though he's used to it. What a gentle soul he is. What?
Ouch.
This poor abused man.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Oh, don't
What the
worry.
fuck?
I'm used to it.
No!
My wife really treats me nice.
What the fuck?
Look, I just want to get this over with. If I don't bring home some pay tonight, I'll be in a tidy bit of trouble. Hold it!
You just want to get this over with?
Yes.
How can you just sit there and say something like that? A man's future is at stake here.
Well, him and me both then, like I said before.
What?
What?
I told you already, I'm a day laborer, aren't I? If I don't bring home some readies with me tonight, you'll find me floating face down in the Thames. In the Thames?
Thames! Yeah.
Yeah. In the Thames tomorrow morning.
What?
You heard me. My missus isn't one to mess about. You know, she can be fierce. Believe you me.
So weird.
What's weird?
He's fucking my missus. Like, things that are so like English to be said in that way are fucking weird, dude.
Another shining example of marital bliss, then.
God.
A situation like this cropped up the other day. It was, well, do you know? It's funny, but I can't quite remember.
Wow.
Oh,
Sorry?
It was too frightening. That's the thing. I must have blocked it out.
Helpful.
I wonder if Mr. Bean will ever be dragged into the Thames by his scarf.
Don't even go there. Shut up.
No, it'll be fine.
Must be someone to jog his memory about this. Also, I'm sure his spouse's name is something like tanned witnessed.
Yeah.
Perhaps golden or yellowish. An amber, if you will.
There you go.
So what the fuck are you talking about? We got
Damn. Yeah.
Come to think of it, we had a fire at home a while ago. It gave me the sneezes. Does that have anything to do with your decision about the defendant's culpability in this case? Terry! I said, you have to speak up, lad.
Oh my god.
Your Honor? Whatever. Can you tell us more about that fire?
It was a fire.
It was last winter. My grandchildren baked me a lovely cake on my birthday.
Oh.
It had 75 candles on the top, it did.
Fuck.
A sight to behold it was. You put candles on a cake? Was it some kind of devil worship? Of course not. It was an angel cake. To celebrate my birthday, obviously.
Oh my god! Oh my god! It seems that's a common custom here in Great Britain, Mr. Naruhodo. Do they not do that?
Anyways,
Guess not.
I mustered all my puff to blow them out. I said, wait, Dragon Grandpa, no. I must have blown wrong somehow. The flames didn't go out, but candles went flying all over the room.
Yeah, he's a dragon. For
The
sure.
furniture caught and everything went up. The whole place filled with smoke. Definitely sounds like devil worship to me.
My god.
And by the sneezes, I presume you mean a cold? But how did they catch a cold from a fire?
It's like the
What a fiasco as the grandchildren, bless them, threw water over me as they tried to put out the flames.
Oh my god.
And then, because the room had filled up with fucking smoke like fire makes, they opened the window! The window! Council! They opened it! And the frigid cold air came over my freshly charred but soaked body, turning me into a dragonsicle. We had to open all the windows to clear it.
Oh my
The
god.
windows!
The windows,
The
you
burning window
say.
air rushed over me like the devil dancing on my grave, it did. That bastard. I caught a terrible cold from it. Put me in the hospital for a while. I won't forget that birthday in a hurry.
Wow.
Holy shit, dude.
We had to sacrifice a goat to Satan to fix me that time.
Oh.
Oh, sorry to clear things up. We do worship the devil, just not that day.
Just not on that day. Like, the cake wasn't anything to do with the devil worship.
I knew it was devil worship all along.
Wow.
My devil worship had nothing to do with my birthday.
Something about this old man story is playing on my mind for some reason.
Oh
What
my
could
god.
it be?
We need
to demonstrate who, apart from Mr. Natsume, could have attacked the young woman on the street.
All right, let's proceed to
It was fucking
choke
joke.
juror number 3.
Hell yeah. As well as how he or she could have done it. Women can be murderers too.
Just want to establish that precedent for no reason. Yes, but once again, the juror statements are full of personal prejudice. It's almost like England is full of bigots.
It's crazy.
A lot of them seem convinced that they're right, even in the face of logical arguments to the contrary.
God damn it.
I think you're gonna need to pit them against each other to force them to accept an alternative explanation.
Hail Santa.
Hail Santa!
Yeah. I don't necessarily need to find contradictions between their assertions. Just a connection might do the trick. Like maybe about a window and smoke and that one dude who's like, no, I would never open a window in the winter ever.
Ever!
All right, I'll see what I can do. If anything stands out, I'll go in for a strike.
That's the spirit! Get him.
Like, Jesus
I need to
Christ.
check the chamber, damn it.
There's no such thing. Stop it, Aaron. You're living a lie.
Yeah. 3 and 5. Yeah, for sure.
Objection.
Or 6.
Objection.
Yes, 6.
I miscounted them.
These two juror statements clearly contradict one another.
Don't point at me again! I told you it wasn't me!
I say, speak up, let's speak up. Juror number 3. You see?
Oh, me? See what, sir?
Did you hear juror number 6's account of his birthday celebrations last year?
Yeah, is that man a dragon?
Yes. He also worships the devil.
Oh,
But that's irrelevant in this case.
You're
It
right.
seems, despite being a Londoner, he once opened his windows in the middle of winter.
Well, yes, of course, because it was an emergency. I mean, obviously, if the room was filled with smoke from a fire, then you'd be mad not to open the... Oh!
Exactly.
Oh, shit!
On the day in question at the time of the incident, there was a fire in the Garridem household.
Not to open the fuck.
Oh, shit.
Picking
Oh,
my
story's
cereal. Mr. Garridem had the following to say about it. I have to take my word for this because he's not here.
uh-huh.
The whole place filled with smoke.
Oh, my...
She seems to be in a bit of a panic here.
What's up, Joan?
Excuse me.
Excuse me?
Hey, can I have your teapot when you go to jail? Because that thing apparently has limitless tea.
Yeah,
Yo,
right?
Oh my
That's
god.
like a British artifact.
Yeah.
Turn number 4. You got something to say about that?
It's an alchemist jar, but it only makes tea.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
It's a decanter of endless tea. Mrs. Garridem.
Oh.
Dear me! What is the meaning of this? How dare you imply that I'm hiding who I really am?
It's imperative that you confirm something for the court. So please, it's time to drop the pretense now.
What is it?
When the fire started in your house that day, did you or your husband open the window?
I beg your pardon? What are you insinuating?
The room would have been thick with smoke after the carpet and bookcase caught fire as they did. In a situation like that, it's inconceivable that you wouldn't have opened the window.
And what if we did? Oh, all right then. Yeah, all right. My husband was frantically trying to open the window, which can't have been easy since I continued to give him a justly deserved book battering. Oh
Wow.
my god.
There we go. This is what
Yep,
it's like.
yeah.
Mhm.
It was a little
Even though your house was on fire?
Holy crap, dude. Oh, you never stop throwing until the anger subsides. It would be
Wow.
terribly bad for the nerves to do otherwise. Holy shit!
Holy fuck.
Of course, I should have realized.
That's a significant step forward, Mr. Naruhodo. We've managed to establish that the window was open! We simply must have that added to Mrs. Garridem's formal statement. Also, she should go to jail for beating her husband. Like, because holy crap.
No.
Now that you mentioned, yes, the window was open at the time. I'd clean forgotten, but it's true. But it's true. It's true.
And then... Okay. Start book.
Now we do Mrs. Garridem and juror number 2.
What's her thing? Yeah.
She's like, just
novel
give me
alternative.
any other explanation, right?
About that.
Maybe?
Could work.
Well,
What are all
that just establishes she was throwing books, not not there hasn't been a knife really. So
That's fair.
yeah,
What are all of their things?
that's what I'm looking through. The accused left behind evidence at the scene, didn't he? Those 3 books of his. And then
Alternative
there's-
explanation.
We can pit him
window.
against somebody, like, because he changed his statement here.
Could have been open when the woman was throwing books. I mean, it's definitely a possibility. Mentioned
Who's
yes, when it was open at the time. I've forgotten, but it's true.
Yeah, he just wants to get out of here. He's not helping.
Let's get out of here. Murder house fire is fire. You open windows to clear the smoke. That's when the chill gets you. See? And we already pitted them against each other, so and that's what made her change her mind.
Yeah, but we have the option to pit the 2 guys we pitted against each other. We can pit them again.
It's other people. Yeah.
Other people
Yeah, I'm
possibly.
saying, but there's no point in doing fucking 4 and 6 again because we already did it,
Yeah.
and she changed her thing.
Winter house fires are dark. You have to open.
Axel's
windows.
saying try 3 against 1.
Oh fuck.
Since one did go out of his way to say that there was no way that, or he was talking about the 4th book in his testimony, at least. I remember that much. So the window was open when the Garridems were arguing that day.
Yes, Mrs. Garridem has finally admitted to it. Which is a very significant victory for the defense.
I feel like the fog's starting to clear, and an alternative explanation of this case is starting the show itself.
Yeah!
An alternative explanation to the case. It sounds like juror 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Accused left behind evidence at the scene, didn't he? Those 3 books of his. There was some novel alternative explanation about how the victim was stabbed. I might reconsider. Window could have been open when the woman was throwing books. I mean, it's definitely a possibility. I mean, we could pit him against her because she's clearly saying the window was open,
Window
and he's
was
saying it's
open.
possible that the window was open.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Get
I'm
him
gonna
to
save
for
real
sure
quick.
change his statement. Yeah, save. Yeah.
I feel like our core here is definitely we're aiming for 2. She's the
Yeah.
last one we're going to change.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So let's pit him against her.
Okay.
I don't think that was it.
Damn.
I think we've already changed his mind enough
Yeah,
that
we-
yeah.
he's kind of on our side here.
Okay.
Damn it. Yeah, just gonna take a little step back and you're like, oh. Just gonna pretend that we didn't do that.
Try pressing 1 and 2 again.
Yeah, let's do that. Or
Get their
Yeah.
full statements. Oh, yeah. No, 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
1 and 2.
You can press 3 again as well if you want.
Yeah. But he already changed his mind, so I don't think there's a whole lot there.
If you know, there were 4 books, not 3.
Well, what difference does it make?
Every possibility of the 4th book belongs to the defendant's landlord. Now, no, it does.
It's a support I have a problem with.
All right.
Well, at the point the woman was stabbed, this landlord fellow was at home, wasn't he? Enjoying a forest scrap with his wife or something, you said.
I swear to God, if it says she threw a knife out the window and it just hit this lady.
Yeah,
Swear
right.
to God.
She just fucking drops because a knife flew from 2
Across the
stories.
street.
Yeah. That would've
It's
been
like a
nuts.
harpoon. It's not exactly how I put it, no.
But anyway, the point is the fellow and his wife was somewhere else when it happened.
Yeah, so he's not gonna budge here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think That's what you call a strong alibi.
So it couldn't have been the landlord who did it, which only leaves the Nepalese fellow. Honestly, I can't see what all this palaver's about.
Nice.
It's an undamaged.
Remember, proud of you.
Bad, witty.
Yeah. Let's press number 3 and 6, just because their statements have changed.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
See what else I got to say?
Could have been the puzzle.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have like an actual alternative thing before we can press 2.
At the point when the victim was attacked on Briar Road, we know there was a small house fire in the Garridem household on the opposite side of the street.
Well, yes. It certainly seems that way. And on account of the smoke, I imagine they would have had the windows open, the windows wide open, in spite of the cold.
What?
We also know that Mrs. Garridem was throwing flaming books at her husband. Her husband, who was backed into a corner by the window due to his wife's frenzied attack.
Yes, that's right.
Can we pursue this? She seems
They
to be,
don't have any like emotes, but they are panicking.
They're panicking.
Yeah.
Just gonna save real quick.
Good call.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Number 4.
How dear me. What is it?
Did that license statement trouble you in some way, perhaps?
The only thing troubling me is that little Japanese lodger with the funny mustache. After all, when a lodger moves in, it's rather like having a new member of the family arrive.
I've been in to use the new member of the family's name then instead of that little Japanese lodger.
Yeah. The point is, it's very difficult to know what would make a good welcome gift for the man. A book? Something nice to eat?
Putting aside concerns about presents for the moment, could you maybe focus on the present concerns at hand? No,
What the fuck?
nothing.
Okay, that was nothing.
Weird.
Continue pressing it
Yeah.
then. Thanks.
So they're throwing flaming books at her husband.
Let's we already did this part.
Her husband, who was backed into a corner by the window due to his wife's frenzied attacks.
Yes, that's right. So there's definitely a chance that one of the books could have flown past the man and out of the window. Only
What?
I can't really see how it could have gone all the way over to the other side of the road, that's all.
Ah,
Oh.
So I don't really see how it can change my decision, really.
oh, I see. That wasn't enough? What's it gonna take to persuade these people?
Fuck.
What's the fucking?
Let's press her.
What is the distance? Hold on.
It's across the road, like.
Yeah. I mean, they were on the highest floor, so.
Yeah, it's.
But yeah.
If you were aiming to do exactly that, it's not something I would expect to succeed, but something that could. But given that they were also in the middle of a fight, it's not like they were trying to get it across the road.
Yeah.
I think the argument it's very unlikely it could have cleared that distance.
Mm-hmm.
The fourth
Fair.
book found at the scene of the crime shows very obvious signs of fire damage. And the title of the book is The Lion's Pride. The same title, in fact, is the book that Mr. Garridem told us he had been reading. Yes.
Well, I really couldn't say.
On the day in question, did you or did you not throw at your husband the copy of The Lion's Pride that he had been reading?
Listen, I throw many books at my husband. I can't be expected to look at titles. I did. It was the first thing I could lay my hands on, so I hurled it straight at him.
Right, copper, you caught me.
You're right. I did it. I murdered him. And now you come to mention it. Yes. He was rather enjoying reading it. All right.
Why did he not reveal this information to the court from the outset?
Because it's devastating to my case. Because I couldn't, you insolent little man. I didn't remember. Times like that, you pick up and throw whatever you can lay your hands on, as well you know.
I really don't.
Yeah, what? Don't act like this is the thing everybody does, you crazy bitch.
Oh, we got a reaction.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, it's true.
Read this.
Okay, I barely noticed I was throwing a book, much less a title of it.
Excuse me.
Oh my god, is it?
Yeah, he's
Going through some trauma.
Mm-hmm.
What is it, juror number 5?
You know something? I've remembered what it was. That memory I'd blocked out.
Oh, we just had to get her to hit him more.
Oh my god! Oh shit.
It was listening to that, to what this granny was saying, and brought it all flooding back.
Who are you calling a granny, you chicken devil? I'm Mrs. Garridem, or the maid. I'll have you know. Shit, my sword is falling apart.
Flinch. Please tell me that's not because he's so used to being hit all the time.
Wow. It was about 2 weeks ago now. I'd just got back from home, or got back home after work, like.
Yeah.
I put my hand in my pocket for the wages I just earned that day, and I nearly died. There was a hole. Every last penny had dropped out.
Oh no.
Oh dear, what a disaster.
You haven't heard the half of it, boy.
Oh.
Fucking wow.
The wife was cutting up some chicken at the time. I could hardly get the words out, but I told her straight. I've lost a day's wages, love. Next thing I knew, the blade was whistling past my ear. Stuck into the wall next to me, it did. About an inch deep.
The story we're going with is she chucked the knife out the window and fucking hit this lady.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh
That's fucking
no.
insane.
That's crazy.
No words, just terror.
I could smell it then, you know. That god-awful stench of the Thames. I was sure I was going to end up face down in the muddy banks that night, I can tell you.
Leave your wife.
Yeah.
But I love her. I love the way she
Yeah.
hits me.
No, a lot of y'all need to leave your wives. Like,
Now,
my god.
that's a real disaster, isn't it?
Remember,
Also, she's
never too late for a divorce.
She's amazing in bed.
Ah, okay.
We have the most angry, wonderful sex.
Ah, okay.
But no, you
Everything's
should
taken
still
care
leave them.
Yeah, you should definitely still leave. That's not healthy.
No.
I'll have healthy angry sex.
Yeah.
I'll never use the word lightly again.
Yeah.
Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is this. When women lose their rag, they'll throw anything at you. Knives, hatchets, hammers, you name it.
Oh, women.
Oh, those darn women. Every single one of them.
Holy shit. Mr. Naruhodo, you mustn't think that all women are so short-tempered and unrefined.
No, I wasn't thinking that.
Throwing household objects at people is, well, it's so uncivilized.
We throw people at household objects.
Yo, right? At least attack with honor, using a bow or the like.
What?
Wow.
Attack? Who are you going to attack?
Never mind. Anyway, this man's words could be rather significant, I think.
Yeah.
No.
I'll come back to the bow and arrow thing later.
Yeah.
If I dare.
So we hit this guy against number 1. Yeah, a woman in rage will hurl almost anything at you. The kitchen knife really brought that home to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, the accused left behind evidence at the scene, did he? Oh no, we
Yeah,
we put her against her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's a different one, yeah.
So,
And it's also a very interesting theory, even if it's wrong.
yeah.
It's true.
Those two statements clearly have a deeply significant connection.
Sorry, I was opening a brownie.
Juror number 2, do you think perhaps that this could be one such novel alternative? Oh my, whatever do you mean? An alternative explanation as to how the victim was stabbed in the back.
What are you talking about?
We've demonstrated that the 4th book, The Lion's Pride, that was found at the scene of the crime, originated in Mr. Garridem's room on the top floor of his house. Therefore, it's equally possible that some other object besides the book could have found its way from the Garridem household to the street below.
What? But my wife can't throw that far.
God damn it!
What was that now?
After all, Mrs. Garridem could have thrown any number of different objects at her husband. Isn't that right, juror number 4?
What are you insinuating now, you little beanpole?
Fuck.
I'm beginning to think that ever since the true origins of the book came to light, perhaps she had a feeling this might be what happened.
Now you listen here, you Eastern Gala. As the foreman of this jury, I demand a straight answer. You give this yarn about some other objects making its way out of the house, but what? What was it? A fucking knife.
Yeah.
I'm really taking a big gamble here. That was a bold accusation to make. I am accusing someone, just in case I was unaware, but I haven't any real evidence to back it up.
Shit.
But I'm certain that at the very least, this warrants further investigation. All right, Mr. Foreman, I'll try to explain the defense's theory. The other object that found its way from the Garridem household to the scene of the crime was the map.
Second-hand receipt.
God damn it.
My arm.
The knife.
The receipt. After all, he lives there.
Take that! Take that!
Juror number 4. I guess I'm not answering the question. Anyways.
Yeah, fucking apparently.
The thing is, juror number 4. I must apologize in advance for this. But I need you to confirm something else for the court.
Oh, crap.
This knife. Have you ever seen this knife before?
Oh, God. What another door?
Yeah.
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 My lord. Remember that when the victim was attacked, Mr. and Mrs. Garridem were in the throes of an argument.
Oh.
Mrs. Garridem was hurling everything she could at their husband, who'd been backed up against the window. A window that had been opened to clear the smoke, through which a book sailed to land at the crime scene.
You can't seriously believe that. The book was found in the victim's grasp.
Are you saying that it flew out of the window and across the street to land neatly in her hand?
Huh. Even my missus hasn't got a name like that. Fuck.
Oh my
There you go.
God.
Yes, I admit there are many details we don't yet understand. But that's the point. That's precisely why we must not allow this trial to end. Not right now. Come on.
Rawr.
I'm fucking right. Mrs. Garridem, your answer, please. Have you seen this knife before or not? You can lie. Loud, but you are chaotic. You scream.
God.
Wow.
You're not on oath. You can lie.
Yeah.
Oh, that was you.
I wish to change my decision. This is far too titillating.
You all right?
I'm a woman of my word, after all. Thank you, madam.
Yes, I agree. I certainly didn't see this coming, but I just don't think it would be right for this trial to come to an end now with so many unanswered questions.
You can lie. Perjury means nothing in this court. See? Juror number 1 perjured himself like yesterday.
Yeah, fuck.
I'd have to agree. Not that I think the granny did it mind.
No, she did it. For sure.
Yes. You know what? I'm not quite happy about this at the moment either.
You fickle bastards.
Yeah.
Right.
All
Wow.
together now, ladies and gents. Bonk.
Aw.
Where's there?
What?
You can say the old dude didn't do anything. Yeah, like,
We did it.
No, he's
Again.
No, he's still super good.
Freaking again.
Again.
Oh, congratulations, Mr. Naruhodo.
Again. Frickin' again. Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
I want to go home.
Just let me go home. I have a wife at home to get to.
She does not beat me.
We have an even number of jurors.
What a good question.
Hold on, I'm just
Want
going
to
to
go
pour
home?
myself another.
I'm going to get fucked up.
Yeah, this trial is rapidly descending into a farce.
Mm-hmm.
I do so love finding people that I don't like guilty. And unfortunately for everyone else, I don't like anybody.
Yeah.
I hate everyone.
Just
Like
have
a
to buy
corked
wine.
wine, the first few sips are bitter enough.
Oh, God.
Yeetus!
Oh,
That's
two.
two, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
But what follows is so repugnant, it's good for nothing, save the gutter. If I may, Lord Van Zeeks, the defense was just put forward a credible alternative explanation for what happened. Credible? Is that your considered opinion, Mr. Foreman?
You know,
The defense's argument is a joke.
I'm happy we can at least share in our mutual contempt for the jury.
Yeah.
Thank God. Yeah.
The defense's argument is a joke to which I barely know how to respond. But let me start by insisting that you must all familiarize yourselves with the relative positions of those places being discussed.
What do you mean by that? It's because the window that things would have been thrown out of is on the bottom. So even if they threw it out of the window, it should not have made it across the road because the window doesn't face that direction.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Okay.
It would already be more than apparent that between the crime scene and the Garridem household runs a rather wide street by a road. Excuse me. Which means that the distance from the Garridem's house to the scene is some, 15 yards.
Damn.
Let me see. 15 yards. That's around 14 meters.
14 meters? Oh, it's a little farther than I'd imagined.
And as you ladies and gentlemen of the jury rightly noted as having a portentous significance, the fourth book was found in the victim's clutches. In other words, the smoldering book, wantonly hurled by the lady of the house, traveled some 15 yards to land on the opposite side of the road, neatly between the collapsed victim's fingers and thumb. Is that your final conclusion, my learned and deluded friend?
Damn.
What? No, that's fucking stupid. Of course not.
And did the jackknife follow a nearly identical trajectory to plunge into the middle of the victim's back? This fantasy is somewhat stretching the notion of having a bad day for the victim, I think.
Yep.
Even those pathetic, serialized detective stories have more believable plots.
You invoked him.
Oh, no!
How dare you! I'll have at you! It's here from the fucking stands.
Oh my God.
There's nothing I can say to that other than no, that's not what I was insinuating.
The prosecutor loves the sound of his own voice.
Mrs. Sato.
What? Am I wrong? Serialized detective stories are pathetic, are they? How dare he?
That's what I'm saying. Get him!
Pick our battles here.
Let's get him!
Take this grenade launcher.
Fight my battles for me.
Let's maybe pick our battles here.
My lord, might I be allowed to speak?
Oh no.
The prosecution may consider the idea a fantasy. What the defense has, well, postulated, was believable enough to persuade the jury to change its leaning. And as such, the court has a duty to explore this alternative explanation as thoroughly as possible. Fuck you, Bansies!
We did make a woman collapse out of her chair, screaming.
We sure did. Also, she recognizes the knife. How did her knife end up in that other?
We really
thing's
should.
back?
Right?
He would postulate that he took the knife with him and then used it.
Yeah, but it was in
Given
her
he lives in,
apartment.
well, given that he lives in the household, it's not like he couldn't have grabbed it,
Fair,
and we
but-
can't prove it was there when they were fighting.
Yeah. Seems that's a whole lot of fucking conjecture, though.
Mm-hmm.
After all, where else would he get a knife?
Juror number 4, Mrs. Joan Garridem, must be called to testify and submit to cross-examination.
Hell yeah.
She's clearly involved. So
What?
yeah.
Right? Jesus Christ, yeah.
Yes, Your Honor. I don't know if you've been paying attention.
Fuck.
That wasn't even close.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. What are you
That
talking
was a
about?
bunch of.
What? No, I did so good on that one. I'll kick your ass.
I'll kill you. Objection.
Oh, shit. Oh, there goes the fucking bottle.
Like I said, it was corked.
And unnecessary.
Oh, man.
There are already witnesses in the stand whose testimony the defense may further cross-examine. If my learned friends fabricate farcical, I think, farcical theory has any truth in it, then both a burning book and a jackknife must have flown through the sky before this couple's eyes.
I want one.
Hooray! And we must assume that they would be able to testify accordingly.
Yes, sir. Constable Rolly Beat reporting for duty, sir.
Well, good morning, officer.
Sorry for dozing until now, sir. I haven't slept for a month on account of a villain who's appeared on my beat, sir.
Oh, they're so heroic, these London bobbies.
No, they're not.
Patricia, my darling, I've been neglecting you, but no more.
Oh, Rolly, my hero, you make me swoon.
Yeah, that's right, baby. Show you a good time when we get home, too.
Stop.
Take you around the park, if you know what I'm saying.
Jesus Christ.
No, really, there's a park outside our house. It's lovely. That's stupid. Your Honor, if these people who say they saw this thing say they didn't see this other thing, then it could not have happened.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. It's gonna have to wait a little later, until a little later, Patricia. But I will.
She's insatiable, that Pat.
Let's be real, she's the one in control here.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, please. Like,
Yep.
This case has nothing to do with Mr. and Mrs. Garridem. Believe me, loving them Bobby is good for his word. You see, sir, the windows on the top floor of the Garridem house are top hinged casements.
Oh. Obviously, if anything had been thrown out of the window, we would have seen it. I did leave the scene and go to fetch help, but my trusty Raleigh was there to make sure nothing was disturbed.
I didn't take my eye off the crime scene for one moment, sir. Nothing strange to report on that front, sir.
Fell asleep.
Yep.
Yeah.
That detail was not in the police report, Constable.
Oh, yes, sorry about that. I, must have been a little drowsy.
You cannot excuse your sins with drowsiness every time, Constable.
No, sir.
Sorry, but what exactly is a top-hinged casement window?
And you cannot excuse your ignorance with such trite remarks, my learned friend.
It wasn't a remark, it was a question.
How can you call him learned and ignorant in the same sentence?
Learned is, it's like a more of a formal phrasing. It's what you
Okay.
would refer to your opposing counsel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why he constantly also jabs at you every time he calls you learned. He usually calls you my naive learned friend or something else because he wants to call you
Yes.
stupid, but he's not allowed to call you stupid. So he's like my very
Oh.
unintelligent, intelligent friend.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, sorry.
There
But seriously, explain.
Alright.
I found it, Mr. Naruhodo! Cast your mind back to the windows in Mr. and Mrs. Garridem's room.
All right, I'll try. All right, I'm there. I'm in my happy place.
Oh.
There's no signs of fire, and the woman hasn't been stabbed. Thanks, Sato. You've saved the day.
Okay.
God damn it.
Even the background music's much nicer now.
Oh, fuck, it's me. I thought it was you.
So the window opens in order to allow air to circulate inside the house.
Yeah, I've seen those in the UK.
But as it's a top hinged casement window, it swings open along the upper edge. You see?
I'm glad you've rectified your ignorance. A casement window's most prominent feature is its stay, a metal bar which prevents the window from being opened beyond a certain amount.
We put them in because London is a very depressing place.
Yep. Yep.
It prevents its opening. It's all news to me.
Absolutely correct, sir. In other words, if a book or knife would have been thrown through the open window,
Would have gone straight down.
Yep.
Oh.
it would have clattered against the pane and followed straight down to the pavement window below.
Was that window smashed?
No. No, it wasn't smashed. There was no broken windows. See, again, this doesn't change the theory. It changes how the theory came about. It places our victim somewhere else.
Yeah.
She could have been on the other side of the street, like right below where the window.
Yeah, she's beneath the window. Regardless of, even if the knife didn't get them here, that's definitely where, like, I could see them picking up the book there.
Yeah.
And then
But
say,
her body was then moved towards onto the other side of the street.
they could have started trying to flee.
Yeah.
There's many reasons why they would have continued on. Or they may not have noticed. There's an actual real life case where a little girl stabbed a kid in the back with a pair of scissors. And he just didn't know.
Holy
What the
shit.
fuck?
He was just doing stuff. It wasn't until the teacher was like, holy fuck! And like picked him up and took him away. She's just sitting behind him and she's just out of the had this weird murderous child and she's like bit right into his back.
What the hell?
And he just continued coloring.
That's fucking
Yep.
nuts.
Yeah. Hagen, she might have been bent over to pick up the book, and then the knife fell out and stabbed her, and she like stumbled for a little bit before collapsing.
Possibly.
Well.
You see the problem then? Good. Your education in Windows is complete. There was never any possibility of either the book or the knife traveling 15 yards over the road. That is, unless the window pane had been shattered. Something we've discounted already.
That can't. No, that can be. That can be. That can be.
Oh crap, I'm hitting a button.
Did you see that, Rory? That young Japanese man just collapsed in agony.
Oh, yes,
God.
my darling, I saw it. I saw how he crumbled before me.
What the fuck, y'all?
Oh, Roly, you're so strong.
You're damn right, baby.
Exactly. This is a very important thing. This is great for us. Ryunosuke, how did she get the book then?
Come on!
Do I make you horny, babe?
Ah!
You two stop fucking on the stand.
I have an idea. Let's fuck on the stand.
Oh, he wasn't gonna do it until you mentioned it.
All right, everyone. I'm a cop.
All right, everybody, I'm a cop. I can do this.
I can do what I want.
God damn you.
I haven't even started the cross-examination yet, and already my argument's been destroyed.
Yeah, really. Fucking project your authority.
Disgusting.
Very.
There's actually a story I was reading about a lawyer who parked in a police-only parking spot because they had the choice of either being late to court or parking there and risking a ticket. And they're like, fuck it, I'll take the ticket. I'm not pissing off a judge. So they parked there. Nobody said anything. So they continued to park there until people got really familiar with them parking there. And at some point, a cop starts walking up to them. They're like, oh, fuck. I mean, here it is, finally. And the cop's like, yeah, I'll just clear the way for you, judge. And then like get out and just flag traffic for them because they believe that only a judge would have the fucking stones to park in those places and get away with it.
Holy shit.
And so they could just park for free whenever they wanted to.
That's amazing. Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Right this way, sir.
Oh yeah. God damn.
You need anything, sir?
You gonna get any water?
And so this lawyer I read is like, now, let me emphasize very seriously, this is not legal advice, but if you do a crime brazenly enough, the police might just let you do it.
I mean, yeah, like, what?
They might be like, well, shit, I guess you must be allowed to do that.
Depending on the crime, of course.
Murder.
Like a parking ticket kind of crime, not a fucking
If I murder
murder
enough
crime.
people.
There was a
just
couple
let
funny
me
ones.
go.
There was like they're called unethical life hacks threads. Someone's like, if you're on like a private property and they have pay meters, usually those are ran by like a university or something else, which is not connected to the city. And they usually don't notate like cars or anything or tow. And so they're like, yeah, I had like 400 tickets with my university and I just never paid them. And they like have them somewhere, I'm sure, but they don't know who owes them money. So I just didn't give it to them.
That's funny.
Oh yeah.
I saw
yeah.
one. I saw an unethical life hack where, if you go to a public laundromat, you can usually look up the model of their laundry machines, and you can go on eBay and look for you can buy a copy of a key for that specific laundry machine, and you can you could just fucking get your laundry for free.
Damn. That's fucked.
There was a university one, the same one where it scans your like student ID card and it charges it to like an account that you set up with the university.
Yeah.
But it works off of Wi-Fi. But the machine still works even if it's not connected to the internet, but it doesn't know to charge you. So they would just walk in, unplug the Ethernet box, swipe their card, and then plug it back in.
Shit.
They're like,
Could you
yeah,
just
once I
turn off
told my
Wi-Fi on your-
friends.
Could you just turn off Wi-Fi on your phone?
No, it's not on your phone. It's like you have a student ID card and
Oh.
you swipe it through a card scanner.
The card, you unplug the card scanner. Gotcha.
So you just walk up. There's like a box in the same room that connects every single washer and dryer to the internet.
Yeah.
So you just unplug that, and then everyone in there gets free laundry, and then you plug it back in so they don't realize that's how everyone's getting free laundry.
That's amazing. That's
I love seeing weird Reddit stories where people are like, here's how I got away with being a dink.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Like, fucking,
Oh.
I don't want to pay for laundry. Fucking fuck that.
Yeah, God.
Anyway,
Oh, anyway.
go ahead.
My lord. Oh, good. Another desperate situation.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I feel great about my life expectancy.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Pretty great.
by the day.
Oh,
This case has nothing to do with Mr. and Mrs. Garridem. Believe me, a London Bobby is good for his word.
Hey, Big Chunkus. Why don't you have the fucking book, huh?
oh, fuck.
Would you just fucking say to me?
I said,
make you
hey,
senseless.
Chunkus. Why don't you have the fucking book, huh?
Oh my God.
How can you say that for certain?
Would have beat you senseless.
Yeah.
You ever heard of
You
police
and
brutality?
40% of police officers.
You ever heard of police brutality?
Oh my
Yeah.
Neither have I.
Oh. Holy shit.
Well, I have it. Bang! Very good question, sir. And the answer is this.
Oh.
It has the noble founding principles of the force written on it as a reminder to all us policemen of our sworn duty.
He showed us that before, didn't he?
Did he? Can't say I remember. I do remember.
Yeah, I do remember, yeah.
To patrol the streets of London town and uphold the peace of the common man. That's what the job's all about. And that is why I can stand here today beside my long-suffering wife and tell you that Bobby's good for his word.
Why is she long-suffering?
I guess because he's always, like, about his job.
Yeah, I guess.
That's what he's implying, but...
While rubbing
yeah,
my
no.
tired eyes admittedly. Sir!
Oh, Rolly, you're so manly.
You're darn right.
God.
My darling Patricia.
Keep his helmet strap in his mouth.
Oh, Rolly.
It is cute. Why?
It is very cute.
Yep.
And I'm kind of ruining him.
Yeah, you are, like you always do.
No, none of this is what I meant. It's very much the same as that comic where it's like, that's right, Max. Your father's no stranger to the carnal pleasures.
I hate it so much.
I love it so much.
No.
I mean, how could you say for certain this case has nothing to do with Mr. and Mrs. Garridem?
Oh, I see, sir. You should have said so earlier, sir.
I did.
Holy shit, dude. I did.
Yes, well. So could you answer the question? That was a waste of time then.
Absolutely, sir. I will answer it to the fullest of my ability, sir. There's a surprising reason why Mr. and Mrs. Garridem domestic dispute can't be related to this case.
Yeah.
But before I get into that, sir, just one thing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah?
I'd very much like you and all your countrymen to understand the great British institution of Scotland Yard. So I hope you take back some tales of us London bobbies and how we uphold our guarding principles.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a prison.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I wasn't planning on going back just yet. I've only just arrived here.
So to that end, sir, I'd be happy to lend you my warrant card for your perusal.
Oh, that's going to be important then.
Yep.
But I must warn you, you won't be able to get through it without shedding a few tears.
Do you have pupils?
Do you?
Thank you, I'll try.
All right. Warrant card.
Nice.
A small folding wallet that identifies London bobbies and contains the rules of conduct to which they must adhere.
It's like
Let's fucking
micro
read that
text
shit.
covering everything. It's like, I did it, I did it, I did it, I did it.
I did it, I did it, I did it. Oh god, I fucking did it.
I want to look at it.
I do want to look at it. Item number 1. The policeman will strive to preserve the peace within his allotted beat. Item number 2. A patrolling officer is expected to walk 20 miles around his beat every day for the furtherance of community relations. Metropolitan Police Regulations and Principles of Police. Okay.
Principles of policing. Okay, they're different. Okay.
Metropolitan Police Regulations. Item number 1. Any crimes fall under the jurisdiction of the beat in which they are discovered. Item number 2. When a crime is discovered on his beat, a policeman must assist with initial investigations and help detectives.
This, we know for a fact that he is acting outside of his jurisdiction because he mentioned it in his early testimony.
I thought he was off his beat, and
Yeah, they're not in his beat. They were walking through town off duty, and he just saw and ran over.
yeah.
Yeah.
So okay.
It
Gotcha.
says any crimes fall under the jurisdiction of your beat. So any crime counts as suddenly being back on the beat.
No, of
Yeah.
the beat in which they're discovered. So that means any officers in that beat would take jurisdiction from him.
Yeah.
Okay.
When a crime
Alright,
is discovered on
double-checking.
his beat, which he was off, a
Yeah.
policeman must assist with initial investigations and help detectives.
Yeah.
So
So
wasn't
he didn't have
obliged
to.
do
He
that.
wasn't on beat. He didn't have to do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, sir, the windows on the top floor of the Garridem house are top hinged casements.
Yeah.
Which you mean they don't open fully? Is that correct?
Yes, sir. They're just there to allow a bit of air through the house, you see. So they're restricted as to how much they open.
And therefore, nothing thrown out of the window from inside the room would simply strike the pane and fall to the street directly below. For clarity, allow me to mark the map. Here is the location where objects would have fallen. Okay.
Don't have the fucking book at there.
Yep.
Yeah.
These are the questions.
It was a fucking Shakespeare dude. He's gonna show up at the end and be like, "It was me! Ah! I
Ah!
was studying for Romeo and Juliet. She was Romeo. Die, Matt!" Here's Mercutio.
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
Mercutio.
Did it? Got him.
Would it have been so hard for somebody to mention this top hinge casement thing before? Yunosuke. This is good for your case.
Come on! Stop being so upset.
Well, I have another question for you, Constable.
And what would that be, sir?
Can I marry your wife?
I mean,
My wife.
but
And how do you even know? So just forget my other thing for now.
all right.
Well, why would you have any idea what sort of windows Mr. and Mrs. Garridem's house is furnished with?
Oh, well, sir, that's very simple. You see, I helped with the investigation yesterday.
Oh.
What you got
What's
to say,
going on
bitch?
there?
What you
Yeah,
got to say,
what's up?
bitch? Excuse me, bitch.
How dare you call her a bitch? She is a patootie.
Do you have something to add, Miss Beat?
Sorry.
You look, well, delighted. Is there some particular reason for that?
Like, the idea of her husband doing his job made her come.
My goodness.
Cool.
Oh, I was just remembering, that's all. We really were so lucky.
What?
Lucky? What do you mean?
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, of course I feel terrible for the poor woman who was attacked. Don't misunderstand me, please. But we were just so lucky it didn't happen on Rolly's beat. It was so close, you see.
Oh, I hadn't realized.
See, this bitch was off bait.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, that street Briar Road, that's the boundary between Rolly's beat and the next one.
So what the fuck?
Isn't that right, my love?
They might be mistaking, like, fucking, because it happened on his beat.
Mhm.
And because it happened on his beat, it had to happen on the other side of the street.
Hmm.
Yeah. And that's that's how they could place her on the other side of the street.
Huh.
And therefore, the knife dropping out of the window could, just fall on top of her. Yeah.
Just unconscious on the ground. Just
Oh my god! It's a good thing I'm off my beat.
Just leaves.
Anyway,
What?
go ahead.
Yeah, I already said that.
Oh, you said okay.
Constable beat.
Is it? What? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's the reason I was helping out with interviewing the occupants of the Garridem household yesterday. Their house is on my beat, you see, sir.
What on the other side of the street? Is that your beat?
It really was cutting it close there.
Constable, I wonder if you could clarify something. If the Garridem household is on your beat, does that mean that the pavement next to it is as well?
Oh, look at that.
Outside Mr. Garridem's house? Yes, ma'am. The pavement on that side of the road is part of my beat.
See, I was unaware of that.
Just think, if the woman had been attacked just on the other side of Briar Road, we would never have been able to go for that meal to celebrate our wedding anniversary.
Yeah, it would be a shame if, like, they were on that side of the road and a couple who really wanted to go for their wedding anniversary moved the body.
That's so fucked.
Uh-huh.
That's the life of a Bobby, after all.
Y'all fucking did it, didn't you? Just the judge.
Max is right. She did it. I have no evidence.
Yeah, right? Yes, that's where we're at. Yep. Yep, she did it. Yep.
No, I'm still
On Joan.
deep in, like it was as a result of that, or it was one of the other residents of the house. But
Yeah.
everything places it on that beat and right under that building
Yeah.
in such a convenient place that, like, it is someone from the Garridem house.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen the other ones a lot, which makes me think maybe, or they're going to show up in another case, one or the other.
Yeah.
I think it was the good Lord's way of rewarding my Rolly for all his hard work.
The good Lord rewarded him by having the woman get stabbed over there instead of over here.
You're fucking right. What the hell?
He sure does
Oh my
work in
darling.
mysterious ways.
Oh.
That must be it, Pat, my love. That must be it.
God.
I think perhaps we should make sure we have that information officially on record. Yes!
Yep.
Oh my god, yes!
Oh my god, yes.
Leave it to me, Mr. Naruhodo. I'll take care of it immediately.
This file information has been updated on the court record. Payment where the victim was found lies just outside Constable Beat.
Beat.
The border of which runs down the middle of Briar Road.
And now it's my turn, I think.
What do you know, bitch?
Obviously, if anything had been thrown out of the window, we would have seen it.
Hold it! Hold it!
Hold up.
Hold on!
According to my notes here, the sun had gone down already and it was dark.
Oh, but Rolly and I were strolling along, gazing at the night sky and looking for our lucky star.
So you weren't looking at the street then?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I mean, sorry?
Ooh.
Oh, we're in England. Sorry? Let's get some Canadian in there.
Sorry?
The star that will guide us to eternal happiness.
Can I get you to answer the question? Also, you're in London.
Damn!
Also, it was foggy. Also, what the fuck?
Yep.
If a flaming book had cut across the sky in front of us, it would have lit up like a shooting star.
Maximus Prime, I'm also a fan of her patchwork bow. It's very cute.
It's very cute. She's got a whole cute thing going. Also, I just noticed they have matching scarves.
Yep.
You just noticed that?
I just noticed that, yeah.
Yeah, she clearly fucking makes them, and she made him one, and he wears it, and that's cute as
Aw.
heck.
I still want to know how his helmet got dented.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if I'd seen a shooting star, I would have made a wish upon it. Let Raleigh be an inspector, I would have said, 3 times at least.
Of course. What with the smoke and everything, we couldn't actually see any stars.
My
There
part
you
previously.
go.
In short, are you trying to say that neither a book nor a knife crossed the sky before you?
Yes, sir, that is correct, sir. As sure as the night sky in London is starless, sir.
Wait, are they sharing the scarf? Is it one big scarf?
Is it?
Is it?
That's
Chad seems to think it's one giant scarf, and that's
I believe
very-
it's two because they've been distances apart. That wouldn't
Like,
make
right?
sense.
I
Unless it
don't
is enormous and dangling under where they're at.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I also don't think so. And we have seen them from the back, so I feel like we would have seen it, like,
Yeah.
connecting. Yeah. I think it's two scarf shawl, but one giant scarf would have been very cute. Axel's like, no, I know it's one large scarf. Fuck.
I mean, that'd be cute if it is. Oh, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll look.
It certainly seems like they're telling the truth.
Gotta help the helmet. The helmet dent isn't from a falling book.
Oh, no.
Also, thank you for the resub.
Something collided with my hand. I just passed straight out, I did.
Yep.
Then we saw the poor woman fall to the ground, so we ran straight over to help her.
I mean, you could, yeah, the way it dangles down, if you look at it.
Yeah.
I did leave the scene to go and fetch help, but my trusty Rolly was there to make sure nothing was disturbed.
That's like a python level of scarf.
Like,
Yeah.
right? Goddamn.
Yes, you said you went to a nearby police box to fetch another officer, is that right?
That's right, yes. If it hadn't been on Rolly's beat, I would have known exactly where I was going, of course.
Don't feel bad, my love. You can't be expected to know the location of every police box on every beat.
That's my job.
That's my job.
So Rolly told me the way, only I sort of got a little lost on the way.
Patricia, my darling, that's why I love you. Your terrible sense of direction is bewitching to me.
What?
Pat.
Oh, Rolly!
I love me bitches who don't know where they're going.
I love my dumb bimbos, I do.
Stupid.
Oh, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I suppose I was gone for about 15 minutes. Like I said, my Rolly was at the scene the whole time, making sure nothing was disturbed.
I was off duty at the time, of course, but a true bubby is never really off duty, sir. I didn't take my eye off the crime scene for one moment, sir. Nothing strange to report on that front, sir.
Hold it! Hold it, bitch.
Oh, damn.
Nothing to report. Nothing to report. Nothing to report.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Anyway, that's correct, sir. I had my eyes wide open the entire time. Never looked away for a second. No one else approached the scene and nothing was removed from it.
Oh, there's lots of fan out of these two.
Oh, is there?
Also, shit, it is one scarf.
Yep.
Aw,
Yeah, it's just
Huh.
a really fucking big scarf.
that's so
Okay.
cute. I love
All
them.
right, fuck yeah. I also
I can
love
swear to that on the odds honor, sir.
them.
Really? That seems a little strange.
Beg your pardon, sir. Strange, sir. Seems altogether regular to me. Sir?
This burnt copy of the Lion's Pride was originally in the Garridem household. So the question remains, how did it find its way into the hand of the victim? Thank you!
God!
Sorry, I was looking at cute art of them. Can you shed any light on that,
cute.
seeing as you were on the scene of the crime the entire time?
I'm looking at it now.
It's very cute.
Ah.
Also, I would have been back. I didn't pee real bad, but
Okay. Right away.
Uh-huh. Gonna be a different copy, sir? One that just happened to be burnt as well?
Even if that were possible, why would the victim have been gripping the book like that in her hand?
This is why you're not an inspector.
As we can see from the photographic print, she had the bag over her shoulder.
Well, sir, that book was in the lady's hand from the moment we arrived at the scene.
Is that so? There's something about the statement that's not sitting right with me. The two mysteries of how that knife ended up in her back and how the book ended up in her hand. There must be some common thread between them. Like, how the fuck did it get there then, Chief?
Oh. Aaron?
What?
Do you want to play Patricia while Carrie's away?
Oh. Can I ask you something, please, Mr. Lawyer, sir? Yes, of course. What is it? You're doubting us, aren't you? I can tell.
Oh, never.
What? I wasn't really. I mean, what's she doing? Please, just because I'm a woman doesn't make my testimony any less valuable. You might just see me as the wife of a policeman, but I'm a woman of my word, I am. I really don't remember ever suggesting that I doubted you. No excuses. I don't want to hear it. My voice will be heard. My lord, you let me speak, won't you? I guess this is...
I guess I'll do it.
That was a very loud mutter. I heard that! That Japanese man thinks a policeman's wife's word counts for nothing, does he? Well, watch out, sir. I'm gonna let you get away with something like that, but my rollie won't.
That's right.
Duly noted, Miss Beat. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Please, I humbly ask that you continue. Patricia lost her mind.
Patricia's accusing us of sexism.
Oh.
Patricia's accusing... What? You cut out what?
Oh, Patricia is accusing us of sexism.
No! No! Stop! I'm cutting it out!
What happened?
You're like, oh, like perfectly clearly. And you're like, Patricia, you just disappeared again.
Patricia accused us of sexism. There you go.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh my god. Okay.
What could she possibly be about to say, I wonder?
What a weird fucking sentence. There you go.
I know what I saw. My eyes never let me down. My sense of direction is a little off sometimes, though.
Okay.
The fuck is Cupio? Mrs.
What?
Beat, nobody's questioning what you've told us.
That sounds like a Pokemon.
Yeah.
I saw it. I did. That evening I saw it clearly. The little Eastern man with the whiskers and the funny curved back slinking away from the scene.
Oh.
And I know what I didn't see as well. I didn't see any flaming books or knives flying through the sky.
All very clear.
It's hard to see the point where the scarf connects when it's like that.
It's Brad! Hello,
Hi,
Brendan!
You're a cuties.
You
Oh, shit.
you also mentioned something about having a poor sense of direction.
Oh, yes. Well, that's a little embarrassing, really.
It's a little hot, I'd say.
He's fucking... Why is he into that? It's so weird! I love me a lost bitch, I do.
Sometimes I just take her downtown and I'm like, all right, where are we going?
I just
He's
go
reacting.
downtown, and then I'll leave her there, see if she can come back home.
we got a reaction from him.
We do. Read this,
Oh.
though.
I'm always ending up in the wrong place when I've made arrangements to meet Rolly. He gets ever so cross.
Excuse me.
Turn
Cross
on,
my
like-
heart and I hope to fucking die.
Oh yeah, right. Damn.
Constable beat. Your problem?
Is there a problem?
You good? You good, champ? Oh, he's dead. Oh, he's back.
No, sir. No problem, sir.
Did your wife's remark just now bring something to mind, perhaps?
Oh, well, in a way, sir. Yes, sir. I was just
Full
remembering
erection.
that the same thing happened that evening is all.
Full fucking mast.
You mean Miss Beat lost her way on the night of the incident? Is that what you say there, champ? Is that what you
Oh,
say there?
yes, she did. Oh, you better believe it.
Oh, I hate it here.
I was like, quick, go that way and get help. And she ran back the way we came.
That was the hottest thing I've ever seen.
Couldn't keep my eyes off her.
Oh.
Oh
Well,
my
you see, I
god.
sent her off to find a police box in the next beat over from mine. But she was gone a fair bit longer than what I was expecting. I thought she'd be back inside 10 minutes, but my darling was gone a good 15.
Oh, what you can't say like that.
I let her get a half block before I shouted that she was going the wrong way.
Oh, Rolly, you're such a tease.
Oh, yeah.
But the reason,
Jesus, I can't. Oh my god.
but the reason I was so long was because of the bouquet, silly.
With the bouquet.
Sorry, what bouquet are you talking about?
Oh, it was a present for our wedding anniversary. Rolly's so romantic. He saved up for it with farthings and halfpennies he found in the gutter while doing his rounds.
Yes, how romantic.
I'd forgotten all about it until just now. Had you, my darling?
Did you forget about the flower that you gave me?
You forgot about the fucking bouquet.
Huh? Oh, yes. But that was just between us. No talking about it to anyone else, darling. You have to promise.
What the fuck?
Really? Oh,
Fuck was that about?
Yo, what the fuck was that?
Constable Beat looked very obviously troubled during that.
I don't think you're supposed to be going around taking money, though.
Yeah, that's.
Find a Betty, pick up a Betty. Although, you know, I'm pretty sure we know who's he found.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm afraid I can't offer any useful insight, Mr. Naruhodo. But I'm quite sure of one thing. We have to ask Mrs. Beat about the bouquet.
The bouquet.
The bucket.
Mrs. Beat, the bouquet you just mentioned just now from the just now thing. I'd like you to add details about it to your testimony, please.
Oh, really? Yes, I'd love to.
Objection,
I'm
relevant.
leaving. Yeah, right? Jesus.
What happened was, I dropped my bouquet and ended up losing my way for a while.
Okay.
Fucking... Hold it! Hold it.
You mean you dropped the bouquet at the scene of the crime?
Yes, that's right. Oh, I was so upset.
Weird, because
Where's
we
the
didn't
fucking-
find it there.
Where's
what
the
the fuck was that?
bouquet?
Yeah.
When we ran over and saw it was a woman with a knife in her back, I was so shocked. I dropped the bouquet Rolly gave me. It was in a dark spot where the street lights weren't casting any light, so I didn't notice at first.
Really? She was stabbed in the dark when you were looking at the sky, walking down the street with your boyfriend, and you dropped a bouquet of flowers there? Please go on. And then he went to the police box to report it to the policeman whose beat it was on.
Yes, and it came back to the scene, together with the other constable, you see. That's when I spotted my bouquet again. The funny thing was, when I went to pick it up, it was nowhere near the victim's body at all.
His ass moved it. She's got a bad sense of direction. His ass moved it.
His ass moved it.
Also, I love that Brett just rolls in. She's like, oh my god, I fucking love them.
Yeah.
Same.
They're so good. I love them so much. They're both
They're
so
very
dumb.
They're very cute. God damn it.
In case you need reminding, Mrs. Beat, the victim is not deceased.
He's in there like, sorry, love, it's my anniversary, so if you could be stabbed over here.
You're right, Jesus Christ.
I was all flustered for a moment before I heard a voice calling me from the other side of the road.
Your husband, presumably.
That's right. Silly me, I got over to the wrong side of the street.
Yeah, she did.
Uh-huh.
He wouldn't be horny about this when he knows she's on the right side.
Your Honor, he wouldn't be horny about this. Like,
Horny about everything, though. Especially
I think
this.
I always blush like this. It's not because it's cold.
oh. God damn it.
Though, I'm going to blame the bouquet this time. I can't think how it got there. I really can't.
So the bouquet somehow moved from one side of the body to the opposite.
Isn't it? But the worst of it is, I forgot to pick the bouquet up again when we left the scene. The beautiful rose Rolly bought me. With that change from the gutter he spent so long collecting.
Just following juror number 5 around like, I'll pick that up. I'll pick that up.
Is it a
Pick that up.
single rose and she's calling it a bouquet? Honey.
By bouquet, did you perhaps mean this sorry solitary rose?
Damn! Damn!
This useless, pathetic excuse of a flower.
Fucking right.
This shit I could find in the fucking toilet?
Listen, just because you got money, you calm down, all right?
I wipe my ass with roses and wine.
Ooh, yes, that's it! That's a bouquet Rolly bought me for my anniversary with a whole bunch of food she found in the gutter!
Why do you keep reinforcing that part?
Right?
Maybe just call it a rose.
I should.
Uh,
I don't know about that. Where did you come at it, bro?
Hey, Fat Six, can you not be a dick for like 5 minutes? No, you can't.
Oh, yeah, no, he's got him.
according to the report by the police officer in charge of the crime scene investigation, it was found on the edge of the pavement in front of the Garridem household. Oh, was it now?
Oh my God.
Was it?
Hey, prosecution, just... Do you feel what I feel?
No. No, I
Okay.
don't.
Well,
No.
let's just keep banging on then. We'll get there.
No, we won't.
Chat. I'm gonna have a fucking stroke. Absolute potato.
Detonicus' falling book theory is becoming increasingly more.
Oh.
Although it wasn't noticed until the morning, as it lay there, where the street lamps cast no light. It was believed to be of no relevance to the case, since it was found on the opposite side of the thoroughfare.
It was there, in the pitch darkness, in the blackness, where there was lots of fog. Where even if the fog was thinner than normal, it would be very hard to see things, especially if you were, say, looking at the sky.
God damn you.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. Could I have it back now, please?
No,
No, it is evidence.
For sure, dude. Oh.
And not only is it evidence, it's useless evidence. He just takes a fucking lighter, lights it up.
I love useless evidence. I'm putting it in the useless evidence box right here,
Right
where
here.
nobody else can have it.
And nobody ever will have it.
The fucking monster. Oh, I don't know, there you go.
Oh,
You see, evidence.
What did I tell you?
A present for Patricia. Patricia Beat from her husband, Rolly. The shock of seeing the stab victim caused Mrs. Beat to drop the rose where she stood.
Allow me to keep it alive for you by placing it inside this corked bottle of wine I smashed on the wall. Oh, wait, I can't.
Is there anything we can...
It's wrapped in
a
newspaper. Got a little elastic band on it.
Yeah.
It's very stylish paper the flowers wrapped in, isn't it?
It's just an old newspaper, Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh. I suppose it's because I'm not used to seeing English print. It looks so exotic to me.
I see.
Makes me think of fucking TK's summer camp shirt in the Digimon fucking Tri-Series. It just says summer camp. They're like, dashing.
That's so cool.
Is something wrong? Nice.
Thanks, bitch.
No. I was just thinking that if you wrapped a stone-baked sweet potato in English newspaper, it might look like some sort of fancy cake.
Susato-san, you do love your cakes.
Hell yeah, bitch. All right. It's a very pretty rose.
Baby, I can pay you to a kiss on the road.
Ooh. Anyway, an English rose. It's such a beautiful flower.
This is a rose, is it? I've never seen one before.
Okay.
Do you not take an interest in flowers, Mr. Naruhodo?
Miss Susato, I'm a Japanese man. Of course not. I wouldn't say that exactly, but I do know 3 types at least.
Gosh, 3?
Yep. Plum blossom, peach blossom, and cherry blossom.
Holy shit.
Perhaps you should consider branching out. Learning some that aren't fruit tree based, for example.
But I like fruit trees. Because those flowers give me something useful.
I mean, yeah, it's man.
Pretty sure this is just the same.
Yeah.
An English rose is such a beautiful flower.
I think a rose is a rose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just trying to see if we could like unwrap the newspaper and maybe get a clue from that.
Find a gun.
Yeah. Find a gun.
There's a
And
gun
then
in
check
the rose.
chamber.
But it's a symbol of our love.
Pick the chamber and find a knife.
Back after the trial. Do you hear me? I want it back.
Son of the Armstrong would hate you.
I didn't take my eye off the crime scene for one moment, sir. Nothing strange to report on that front. Shh.
How can someone so cute lie so thoughtlessly? There's no remorse in those cold blue eyes.
It's true. She's a monster.
Should we present the rose? Because
There isn't.
it was just found on the opposite side of the street?
This feels like one of those things where we'll present it, but we're not at the point where we should present it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here. I'm just gonna play through it here.
Fair. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, what do you make of all this?
Want to ask Carrie that question? What question did I ask? It's bold of you to think I remember what I say seconds after I say it.
Yeah. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes. The whole idea of an invisible attacker has been troubling me all along. But I believe I'm starting to get a picture of what really happened here now. The 4th book that had no business being at the scene made me sure that Mrs. Garridem was hiding something from us. But it's becoming increasingly clear that someone else has been hiding something from us as well. I think I may already be armed with everything I need to strike a decisive blow here. This time, it's going to expose the whole truth about this mysterious affair.
This has nothing to do with Mr. and Mrs. Garridem. Believe me, London Bobby is good for his word. You see, sir, the windows on the top floor of the Garridem house are top hinge casements.
Obviously, if anything had been thrown out of the window, we would have seen it.
But it's dark.
I did leave the scene to go and fetch help, but my trusty Rolly was there to make sure nothing was disturbed. What happened was, I dropped my bouquet and ended up losing my way for a while.
I didn't take my eyes off the crime scene for one moment, sir. Nothing strange to report on that front, sir.
You moved the body, you fuck! Why? So you go to dinner?
Yep.
The fuck?
That is precisely why.
Yep.
Payment where the victim was found lies just outside Constable Beat, the border of which runs down the middle of Briar Road.
Can we look at the pictures again?
There's that one,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's this one. Doesn't really show anything.
I'm just kind of looking for like a drag, a line, or anything,
Oh yeah.
because it's snowing. So like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Doesn't really say. A small folding wallet and identifies London bobbies and contains the rules of conduct to which they must adhere.
They must.
I feel like I think we present this. Is my best guess.
It's either that, the case file, or his own little pocketbook. 'Cause
Yeah. The rules of conduct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
the rules of conduct will come in later because it's going to be, well, no, we wouldn't have done that. It's like, but you're fucking trying to get out of having to stay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna present the rose, see what happens.
Mhm.
Aha! Music shop! Woo!
Sick! Hell yeah!
I did it!
You claim Constable Beat. There was nothing to report in the 15 or so minutes you were guarding the scene. But that cannot be. It cannot be.
Hell yeah. What do you mean to say?
In your testimony just now, Miss Beat, you explained to the court that when you arrived back at the scene of the crime with the policeman side of that beat, the bouquet you had dropped at the victim's side was no longer anywhere nearby.
No fuck.
Object
on the
to D's
opposite
note.
side of Briar Road,
Got him.
where the victim was attacked.
Uh-huh.
Aww.
Considering the size of that meager bouquet, if a
Oh,
single
dude.
sorry bloom can be so described.
There's no fucking need, okay?
No
Like,
doubt
leave
it
the
was-
pores alone. God damn.
Never.
All right, wine smasher.
Yeah, right? Fuck.
No doubt it was blown in the wind across the street, backed into the gutter where it belongs.
Eager? You're hurting her, you fuck.
Objection, you're being a dick.
Yeah.
I get paid £100 per case, but I
Oh my
spend
God.
£130 on wine to bring. I don't give a fuck, I'm rich.
Damn.
God damn.
That generational wealth, bitches.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Why did Constable Beat not testify to the fact?
No one else approached the scene and nothing was removed from it. Constable Beat swore to that on Scotland Yard's honor. But the bouquet belonged to me. It has nothing to do with the case.
It's alcohol abuse, but it's not that he's an alcoholic. Well, he might be, but it's that he's literally abusing the alcohol.
Exactly. Monster.
That's why Raleigh did. Oh, yeah, Rowley. I don't fucking know. I don't know what my husband's name is. That's why Rowley didn't mention it. I'm sure.
No, because sadly, it's not only your bouquet we're talking about here. More than one thing in this case mysteriously is mysteriously the wrong way around.
What are
Oh,
you talking about?
The buck, dickweed!
screaming at him.
Think about
Fucking
it.
attention.
Alright, don't be so
Keep
aggressive.
You don't have to be so mean. Oh yeah, well you don't have to be so mean. Besides Miss Beat's bouquet, that's a fucking tongue twister.
Yeah.
There's Mr.
Yep.
Garridem's book. Mr. Garridem's copy of The Lion's Pride, which was thrown out the window by his wife, would have struck the pane of casement window and landed here on the west side of the street. And yet, it was actually found here on the opposite side of the road in the victim's hand. Meanwhile, according to the testimony we've heard, Mrs. Beat's bouquet should have been dropped here at the scene of the crime on the east side of the street. But in fact, it was actually found here on the opposite side of the road in front of Mr. and Mrs. Garridem's house. There's no logical explanation for those things. Unless somebody deliberately moved them.
Ha ha! Yeah, there it is. It's joining. Beautiful.
What are you trying to say? The way you're talking, it sounds like you think my Rolly's done something wrong.
Don't you listen to a word that scrawny lawyer says. Wittering on about books and gays. Why should we care? It's nitpicking. That's what it is. Just kill him. Just kill the lawyer.
Let's come right.
Kill the lawyer too!
You might call it nitpicking, Mrs. Garridem, but deliberately meddling with the scene of a crime is a criminal offense. It's called,
Crime. It's crime. Tampering, Mr. Naruto. Oh, he was angry. Oh my goodness.
The person responsible for this tampering cannot admit to it for a very subtle but compelling reason.
Oh fuck.
Tampering? You've barely heard the term before. Tell us, my learned friend, who would possibly have had the cause to carry out such an elaborate deception?
Yeah. It's the guy that you think I'm accusing.
Yeah. Totally.
Yes. There is someone who tampered with the scene of the crime that evening. All the evidence and all the testimony points to that one particular person. I love the pronoun game.
Yup, right.
Susato,
It was me.
taking you down.
Ah!
So, we thinking Rolly?
Oh, it was the victim.
Wow. Just fucking blaming her a lot.
Take that!
It was Sherlock Holmes, that kooky fuck.
Oh,
Obviously, there's only one person it could have been.
the music stopped, so that's good.
Yeah, there's no way it's not him.
Yeah.
Constable Rolly Meat. It was you. It's weird how thematically you've been talking about how perfect and good and awesome cops are for the last 20 minutes, Your Honor.
What nonsense! Why would my Rolly do something like that?
Because he wanted to take you out for a nice dinner and then drill you like you like.
Just like you like,
Straighter than my husband.
Apparently.
Uh-huh.
No, Bobby works more tirelessly for the people of London.
You're a
Mrs. Bees.
No. Oh, shit.
You said in your testimony that your husband asked you to go to a nearby police box to fetch the officer on duty. Yeah. Duty.
Yeah, duty.
15 minutes that you were absent from the scene is the only opportunity anyone had to tamper with it. And you are kind of an idiot.
You're making it up. It's all nonsense. It's all lies. What about that Japanese man with the whiskers? I bet it was him. He did it.
I'm sorry, ma'am, he's a massive pussy.
Yeah. What?
If that were true, Constable Beat would have seen him do it.
Yeah.
Oh. And forgive me for pointing it out, but when you dropped your bouquet, Mrs. Beat, it was after the defendant had fled the scene.
Oh, shit.
Objection.
Oh, shit.
Objection to what?
First, you make
Yeah.
accusations about the landlord and his wife. And now you incriminate the policeman as well.
Yeah.
But your accusations lack one very important thing.
What's that?
A motive.
Yeah.
You claim this crime scene was tampered with. But there is only one reason anyone would commit such a reckless crime. To hide something.
That's right. He's right. But my husband and I just happened to be there. That's all. So why would we have anything to hide? It doesn't make sense.
Anyways, we actually don't need to prove motive.
Yeah. Yeah, we just
You've
need to prove that
offered
they
no
did it.
motive for this alleged tampering. And until you do, your accusations are nothing but empty threats. I like how our roles have reversed with Van Zeek's. He's now the defense lawyer defending the police dude.
Yeah.
Fucking right, Jesus.
Constable Beat had a very good reason for wanting to tamper with the scene of the crime. He wanted to go out for dinner and then pound his wife like she likes.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier. That's the key to this entire affair.
Mr.
You accuse me of
Naruto,
having an affair. I never.
Oh my god.
have you managed to solve this mystery?
That's where he wakes up. He's like, "You said I'm having an affair. I'll kill you.
I'll kill you like I did that woman.
I'm guilty of many things, but I love my wife."
God damn it. What?
What?
Yes, my lord.
Whatever you say, my lord.
Yeah. Yeah. How is he a judge?
No, all judges in London talk like this.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
Constable Beat's motive for tampering with the crime scene was to hide
Where the book
Fell,
fell,
where the
where the
bouquet-
bouquet
where
fell,
the victim fell.
Where the victim fell. Yeah, because it was, yeah. It was on his feet.
Mm-hmm.
Where the victim fell to the ground. That is what this Bobby had to cover up. At all costs.
What?
When the victim fell, you mean where she was attacked? What are you talking about? We told you at the very start, didn't we? On the pavement on Briar Road! We saw it happen, remember?
I'm not contesting that.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was right here, as if anyone didn't know already.
That's certainly what everybody's been led to believe. But in fact, it isn't where the victim was stabbed at all.
What?
Yeah, they
Just
they've
as all
got their share.
Patricky too. Yeah.
I saw it.
Yeah, I saw it. It's so good.
Fucking beats me, Your Honor.
We alright? Fucking, I don't know.
If that's your assertion, then the court is dying to know, my Nipponese friend. Where the fuck are you proposing that the crime actually took place that evening?
I want to go home.
Where the
Want to go
bouquet
home?
was, dickweed.
Yep.
Take that.
On the opposite side of the road?
I don't understand.
On the evening in question, Mr. Garridem's book fell directly down from the open window above. And your bouquet, Miss Beat, never moved at all. What did move was the scene of the crime itself.
Objection!
Okay.
I'll have none of these.
I want
Perhaps
to
you
go.
haven't been listening to the ample testimony the court has heard. But these witnesses both saw the moment the attack took place.
That's right. I saw it with my own eyes.
It was 5 o'clock in the evening and already dark. There was the typical London fog on the ground. When he saw the incident unfold and ran to the victim's aid, that was actually on the west side of Briar Road.
No, that's not true. That's impossible.
Look in your heart. You know it to be true.
No! No!
Constable Beat then arranged for you to be absent for a while by sending you for help.
Perfect.
And during the 15 minutes you were away, he transplanted the crime scene. He moved all the things shown in this print, the victim herself, the 4 books, You moved everything, in fact, to the pavement on the east side of Briar Road. But the constable overlooked one thing. Your fucking bouquet.
What? What did he overlook?
He's asleep and not even
bouquet,
fucking
I
defending
presume.
himself.
This single, pathetic, absolute, disgusting excuse for some bouquet.
This
Fucking
withered
monster.
husk of a flower.
God damn.
This thing I wipe my ass with when I take a fucking shit. This
The-
you were referring to?
The exoskeleton of a love you might have had.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
Yes.
Not how I'd put it, but correct.
The prosecution told the court just a few minutes ago about the discovery of the rose bouquet. Lord Van Zeek said, "It wasn't noticed until the morning as it lay where the street lamps cast no light."
That did not sound like that. How dare you? Have at me!
Throws a book at her.
Throws fucking wine bottle.
Just behind her.
Like Van Zeeks, you get to assault opposing counselors. Like, actually, I missed them, so technically I'm only threatening opposing counsel.
Yeah.
There's the opposing prosecutor in Ace Attorney, or in Phoenix Wright 2, has a fucking whip that she constantly whips
Oh,
you in.
yeah.
Oh
Isn't
my
that
God.
Van Karma's daughter, right?
Yeah, it's Van Karma's daughter.
Shit, hell yeah.
I think I've seen some pictures of her.
She's a fucking menace.
Hell yeah.
Which is why it was only the bouquet. That was found in the original position on the pavement on the west side of Briar Road. And that is the defense's theory about what really happened that evening. How do you respond? Constable Rolly Beat.
He's been asleep this entire time.
What?
Oh, Barry.
Little goblin dog.
Baby.
Well, I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to nod off again, but I haven't slept properly in a month. Did I miss anything important?
Holy shit.
Oh, Rolly.
Was she turned on by him being sleepy? What the fuck?
I'm pretty sure she's just turned on by anything he does.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It isn't true, is it? What that lawyer said is all lies, isn't it? I know it is, because you're the most upstanding, righteous man I know.
Yeah, no, I did it.
No, I fucking killed him.
I had a dream. A terrible dream. All the things I did that night. Everything come out. Everything exploded.
Wow. Wow.
Only it seems it wasn't a dream at all.
Good. Good golly. Good golly.
Good golly.
Good golly, Miss Molly.
Oh, Rolly, why? Why would you do something like this? Moving the corpses is a criminal offense, isn't it?
Oh, you done fucked up, boy.
Wishing the victim dead should be one too.
Yeah.
Like the defense said, Your Honor, I wanted to go for dinner with my wife and pound her down like she does.
Give it to her real good. I can't say, so. Oh, really, I'm ever so sorry about all this. For damaging the Yard's reputation. For everything.
You're going to jail, Roy.
Yeah. What?
Locked
No.
up in your very own Scotland Yard.
What do you mean? He's only gonna get, like, paid
A
suspension.
wag of the finger.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
move to another precinct.
Yeah.
Swear to God.
I have a possible explanation.
Man.
Huh?
You see, it's their anniversary. He wanted to take her out for dinner.
God damn it.
Got her down like she liked.
So he gets it.
Constable B felt compelled to move the scene of the crime. I can think of one reason.
What? How could you possibly know?
Because I've told you through
A
time.
foreigner. Shut up.
Wow.
Presuming to understand the mind of a Scotland Yard policeman.
I see. I shall reconsider my racist ways.
Ah, I guess I will no longer be racist then. That is a choice.
Yes, my lord. At once, my lord.
Yeah.
With a rose again? England, Japan? It makes no difference where you come from. Human emotions are the same. I have a fairly good idea of the feelings behind the man's actions.
Yeah,
You want to go
it's
next?
either the,
Pound
it's
it
either
down,
the
looks like.
rose or the book.
At this point, we're trying to establish the anniversary, right?
Yeah.
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 And we already
so-
showed the rose.
Yeah.
We
His
can show it
book,
again.
Should it be the police book to show that it wasn't on his beat?
that's what we would get to because of why, like, to put it
Yeah.
in someone else's jurisdiction. It's
Yeah.
definitely one of these two, for sure.
It's
My
one of
gut
the-
says the rose because we're going to talk about the
I'm
anniversary.
also thinking the rose.
Okay,
I'm gonna
let's try
save
the rose.
just in case.
Good call.
And then they'll be like, but what does that have to do? Why would he do that? Like, because then it's
Yeah.
not on his fucking beat, you
Yeah.
nerds.
You fucking idiot.
Okay, music stopped. So
Yeah.
it's probably a good
Sick.
sign.
Hell yeah.
Rose then book.
Yeah.
I realized that I'm a foreigner in this land and have only just arrived from Japan. Which is why all this information about London's so-called bobbies is completely new to me. Also, just call them cops, you weirdos.
You fucking freak.
Learn that, though honorable, patrolling the beat is the most demanding work in the world, for example. But for Constable Beat, the day in question was special. On account of this bouquet, my lord.
Count of this bucket.
Oh, yes.
This is a bucket.
No, yeah. No.
Oh.
Dear God.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Oh,
more.
yeah, 'cause there's more.
No.
No. Yeah, damn it.
No.
It was our first wedding anniversary.
I've been married a year.
Wow.
Constable Beat had worked so hard to be able to afford the simple gift for his wife. And was so looking forward to taking her out for a celebratory meal.
When he and Mrs. Beats stumbled upon their crime along Briar Road. When they saw the shadowy figure running through the fog collapse on the pavement ahead of them. What must have gone through the man's mind?
But sir, just on that one day and one particular day, I was looking forward to celebrating my wedding anniversary. Hey. Mrs. B puts up with a lot of being married to a bobby like me. I just wanted to show my dear wife how much I care.
Get you someone that looks at you like she looks at him.
But yeah. Like, we're judging them, but oh my god, they're so in love. Like,
Yeah.
This is the warrant card that Constable Beat offered to lend me, to me earlier. Inside, amongst the rules for patrolling policemen, it says, When a crime is discovered on his beat, a policeman must assist with initial investigations and help detectives.
I think we could have presented either the book or the rose, and we would have
Hell
gotten the
yeah.
same answer.
Probably.
Yeah.
Constable beat. Is that, or is that not the reason why you moved the whole scene of the crime that day?
Well, yes. Everything you said, it's all right.
Oh my god.
So that's it. It was all to do with the boundary of your beat.
Exactly. To summarize, the incident actually occurred on Constable Beat's beat.
Oh,
It was the first time since I became a copper that I'd ever cursed God. Stay close to me, Pat. The criminal could still be lurking somewhere. As we ran over to the scene, I had every intention of doing my duty as a police officer. We've got to report this to the station as quickly as possible. But then it dawned on me. I realised where we were, where the victim was lying, and what that meant for me. When a crime is discovered on his beat, a policeman must assist with initial investigations and help detectives. Why did this have to happen here? And why tonight of all nights? Why? It's a copper's job to guard the scene of the crime, so I told Pat she'd have to go to the nearest police box and fetch whoever was on duty there. It was then, when I opened my mouth to speak, it just came out. I couldn't believe the words that were coming out of my own mouth. This is the next beat to mine, Pat. So you'll have to go to the police box that covers it, and turn right along Measham Street, and then...
Oh,
Uh,
what a butthole.
no. He also has the fucking.
I was
shaky
gonna say,
eye.
he's also got the teary eyes, like, oh, it's beautiful.
Like, the most beautiful thing I've ever fucking heard.
But they're so fucking romantic.
I am sorry for dismissing your bouquet and
It's
then setting it
beautiful.
on fire.
This beautiful,
Oh.
if pathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm so
no.
sorry.
Oh, this boy.
Oh.
Oh, Constable.
Oh, I just wanted just that one night to take my Patricia out for dinner.
Oh!
Oh, Rolly.
Just that one night.
Oh my god.
You knew that if the incident was on your beat, your evening of celebration would be ruined. So you decided to move the entire crime scene outside your jurisdiction. Just across the street to the east pavement of Briar Road, which falls under the neighboring Bates care.
You see, I thought, well, I was sure the victim was dead, you see.
Oh, of course he did. Otherwise, my Rolly would never have left the poor woman on the freezing cold pavement.
How do you mean?
But God got me back for my sins, didn't he? That's why I missed the rose I bought for Pat.
Oh no, Rolly, that was all my fault. I should never have dropped it in such a dark place.
And you would have got away with your crime.
You would have gotten away with your crime. It would have been fine. I'm so sorry, Rolly.
Damn.
Right?
And can you tell us, Constable, how many books did you move from one side of the road to the other in total?
Huh? Oh, 4 it was, you see. Yes, sir. Definitely 4.
3 of them dropped by Mr. Natsume, and the 4th being the one that fell from the window upstairs in the Garridem household. Of course.
But what made you place that book in the victim's hand when all the others were scattered haphazardly around them?
Well, sir, that's because that's how I found it.
How you found it? What do you mean?
When we first ran over to the scene, the victim was already holding the book. So, when I moved everything, I made sure it was still in her hand.
You're sure it was this book, The Lion's Pride, that the victim was holding?
Oh yes, sir. No doubt about it, sir.
Interesting.
Fourth book's information has been updated on the court record. Book was in the victim's hand when Mrs. Beat first ran over to see what happened. Or Mr. Beat.
Yeah, Mr. Beat.
I thought there was an open and shut case at that time, you see. There were only the 2 people at the scene, and Pat and me both saw it happen. However, which way you looked at it, it had to be the fellow who ran off who'd done it. I thought. I couldn't see the harm, really. I didn't think moving it all over the road would make it a lot of difference. A jot of difference. I suppose this is it for me now. I've had it.
My lord. I believe that concludes the cross-examination of the witnesses.
No.
Constable, you may withdraw.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Prosecutor, sir, what will become of my Raleigh? What will happen to him?
For now, you
Jail.
are free to go home. The police will contact you in due course.
God damn it. He's getting a finger waggling.
Please, don't punish my husband. This was all my fault. It's because I'm always moaning at him for coming home late.
Oh, yes, she is.
God damn it. I fucking knew it. As soon as the word showed up, I'm like, fuck.
Leave it now, Pat. Let's go home. I'm tired.
Ugh. I gotta say it like that.
We're gonna go
Alright,
home and
then,
fuck.
Ah, I see.
One last time before I go to jail.
Yep.
We'll make it the best one yet, love.
They always say going to jail sex is the best sex.
Yep.
Oh.
Who says that?
Who
The other
says
police officers.
All right.
Well, all right.
I think you will be fine.
You'll think you'll be- One last thing, Constable.
Sir?
Let this be a lesson to you. In a criminal investigation, every detail matters, however insignificant it may seem to you.
Yes, sir.
Carve the lesson into your mind.
And then into your body. Take this
And
knife.
into your body. Have a
Carve
knife.
the lesson into your body.
And then I will drink the blood that draws from your wrist.
Oh
I mean,
my
what?
God.
Pay no
I mean,
attention
what?
to that part.
Ignore it. Ignore that thing.
Pay
I
no
said.
attention, I say.
And never
Stop
again
looking
make
at
the
me.
mistake of tampering with the scene of a crime. Play.
Play.
Huh? Never again, sir? You mean to say?
Leave. Now. This trial is not yet over.
Sir?
Like, fucking, you moved the scene of the crime, but someone still killed her, and it was
Yeah.
for sure Joan.
She's
They're not dead.
She's not dead. We keep
She's
forgetting that she's not dead.
She's dead.
She's fucking dead.
Because it's Phoenix Wright or Ace Attorney. We're so used to everyone just being dead.
It's true.
Exactly.
I don't remember living on my bed. Well, I know it's trade meeting then. I see you like that.
I can't wait for us to get this all sorted out, have everything fall into place, not guilty, and then he's like, I'm getting the fuck back to Japan. Also, it was me.
Damn it.
Also, thank you for the raid, Summoners Network.
Oh my god, loco
D.
D.
That's good to see you.
Absolute sweetie.
Indeed, my lord. Nevertheless, there are some immutable facts here. Principally, that the accused, Mr. Soseki Natsume, is the only person who could possibly have committed this crime.
Not anymore. What the fuck,
Not
dude?
anymore.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I disagree. Very, very hard. I disagree so hard. So dang hard.
Yes, dang.
Now that we know the true scene of the incident, there is someone else. Dadho!
Down, right over there.
Another person who could be responsible for the knife in the victim's back.
The person who fucking recognized the knife.
And who was mad because of a purported affair. We haven't brought that up yet.
Yep.
Yeah. Fucking bam, drop the hammer.
Yeah, drop that hammer, bruh.
Woo!
Forgive me for being presumptuous. But I believe the prosecution is probably well aware of this possibility already.
I only get the reprimand. I'm a police officer.
Very well. Name the person, if you will. And if further investigation is warranted, the prosecution has no objection to the trial continuing.
Okay.
It's fucking Joan.
Fucking
Make me
Joan.
say it.
Ugh. All Jones are the worst, right? Ugh.
Wow. I'm gonna tell my mom that you said that. She gonna kick
The
your
defense
ass.
would once again like to request the cross-examination of a new witness, my lord.
Jones are murderers.
The same one as before.
Someone clip that so I can show it to my mom so she'll kick his ass.
No, your mom loves me.
My mom has met you once, and I don't know if she remembers you.
How dare.
What a girl.
My assistant made the same request earlier. You forgot because they're a woman and you're a sexist. It's England, however, so I don't understand, but I do get it. You know?
You know? Yeah.
I don't comprehend, but I see how you got there.
Mm-hmm.
In order to finally reveal the truth about this case, it's imperative we cross-examine juror number 4, Miss Joan Garridem.
There you go.
Garridem.
Me? Me? How dare me? Oh, shit.
Hey,
That's not what I thought you were going to say at all.
I don't like that. That request has already been denied. Judge, deny him. Throw him out. Kill him.
No, you what? Kill him!
Lock him in jail for
Let me
tampering
have
with
it.
the scene of the crime. Arrest him for the police officer.
Hey. Let me
The
out.
situation is very different now.
I'll get him.
Trial by combat.
Trial by combat. I'm very good at it.
Mrs. Garridem, answer me this.
It's what I did back in the 15th century. I mean, I'm not that old. What?
No, I mean, I'm not the vampire.
I'm not a
do you
vampire.
want now,
Why
you
would you get
little
that idea?
Rude.
You're being strange.
At the time of the incident, you were engaged in a violent argument with your husband, Mr. John Garridem. Or, in the course of the argument, a minor house fire was ignited.
She wants to go outside.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
babe, we're almost done. Don't worry.
And to clear the smoke from the room, your husband opened a window that looks over Briar Road.
Well, what of it?
You threw this book at your husband when he was cornered with his back against the window. Upon striking the pane of the open top hinged casement window, your book plummeted directly down.
She sounds so sad.
Finding its way. Fucking, I know better at this point. I've met the dog now.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking goblin. They just want to go eat wood or something else inedible.
Probably. Like my fucking hands. Stop.
To what we now know to be the true scene of the incident.
Are you okay?
She keeps trying to bite me. She's like, Dad, let me out.
Free me.
Carrie, get down. No.
I must shit and cause violence.
In
Yes,
that order.
And as I said, what of it?
During the argument, you were beside yourself with rage.
True.
As such, you threw not just books, but anything you could lay your hands on.
You hucked a fucking knife out the window, bitch, is what we're saying to
Mm-hmm.
you.
Hucked a knife and it went straight down blade first into a lady's back when she was
Yep.
bent over to pick up a stupid fucking book.
Oh.
So let me ask you one more time, Mrs. Garridem. This knife, the one removed from the victim's back, have you really never laid eyes on it before? You didn't answer
never
me before.
yeah,
you
she
just
didn't
went
answer.
"Blah,"
Yeah.
and passed out.
It's true. Oh. Don't try it again, bitch.
Is it your knife? Nah.
I don't recall it.
That's perjury.
Yep.
Seriously?
Seriously?
If I called your husband to the stand, would he testify that he owned this knife?
Am I supposed to remember everything I picked up and threw at my husband?
Yes. Also, don't throw things at people.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Don't throw knives or books at people. How about?
What? No, ridiculous. Anyway, the man over there is all that regalia said. Yeah, right? Regalia said members of the jury needn't testify, didn't he?
Or regalia. Either one.
Fair.
Conveniently, yes. Objection! I object to my objection.
You alright?
That's
I have no
right. I'm
recollection
Amber
of saying
Hearding
that
up
at
in this
all.
bitch.
No, I have no recollection of saying that at all, juror number 4.
Oh shit.
Make no mistake, you jurors are not special in any way. Sheep,
damn.
you might call them.
Oh my
you are
god.
not immune to the judicial process, like the common sheep.
Fucking god.
I'll prosecute the sheep.
Not again today.
As you arrive, lambs to the slaughter. I'll take this knife. I'll fucking kill you with it.
I'll fucking kill you with
Oh.
it! Flaming knife.
Your Honor, I don't think you should be allowed to be a lawyer.
I am not a lawyer. I am a prosecutor.
No shit.
You know something about this knife, madam. Let the truth come out.
That's just a common or garden knife. It could have come from anywhere.
That shit ain't a garden knife.
You're right, like, well, we have several like that at home. If one went missing, how would you expect me to know? What's that?
Are you joking?
Oh, wait a minute ago now.
Huh.
Now you will listen to me. I refuse to believe all this nonsense. I couldn't bear the thought that I'd injured someone. You hear me? You do hear? I couldn't bear it.
I'm innocent based on the grounds that I refuse to remember what I hurl at people.
Saturn. Oh, the poor woman. Wow.
Wow.
So, yes, I want evidence. I want to see a hard evidence if you're going to insist on this being my fault. You're going to have to prove to me that I threw that knife if that's what you think. Come along now. Chop chop. Do your worst. I am June.
Well,
Well, Mr. Naruhodo.
if I had evidence like that, believe me, I would have thrown it at her already.
Like the knife.
Like the knife.
Then take the stand, juror.
No, I enjoy my seat.
The prosecution does not object to the defense's request to cross-examine this woman.
It's the old Ace Attorney trope of the prosecution being like, no, I think they're guilty. I'm with you now.
Yeah, I'm on your side, my learned friend.
I'm going to have to testify?
Your Honor, I find the most pertinent stuff we find when we interview witnesses is that they're all full of shit.
Yeah, they all fucking lie.
Dear me.
Certainly, my lord.
Sure.
Oh, that's what I'm hoping for, my lord. Have this bitch declared guilty.
All right, well, she's guilty.
I mean, I guess it's not about her guilt. It's about whether or not my guy's innocent, which I think we've really proved beyond a reasonable doubt that it's probably not him. So honestly, you should be saying just guilty at this point. I think we've proven that.
We're just going for extra credit at this point.
But yeah, we're going hard. Anyways, this is such a strange feeling. For the first time since arriving in this country, it actually feels real. I'm doing law stuff. I'm lawyer man. I'm the man who laws.
He's doing it!
I'm here in the Old Bailey, and I'm a lawyer. Cosima, you probably think I'm so cool.
Witness, state your name and occupation.
Oh my god.
Yes. My name is Joan Garridem. And well,
I'm my own maid.
I am a juror and such like.
Sounds like even she doesn't know if she's a housewife or a maid or what anymore.
It's true.
And such like. Go on, my learned friend, to draw your katana of law.
Yes, my lord.
You will tell the court everything that took place in your household on the evening in question. I love that word, evening. It's so nice. And I warn you, do not attempt to hide the truth.
Oh, dear me.
That's gonna be Mr.
It's
think
gonna
it's
be
Mr.
his husband. Yeah.
Turn up,
It's gonna be your husband.
turn
yeah.
up, Johnny. Nothing to worry about now. It's him.
It's so upsetting that my dad calls my mom Joni. Like, God damn it. Oh shit, it's me. I was like, what the fuck?
I didn't know you were here, John. Aww.
Wasn't only you in the room that day, old thing, was it?
Old thing, you fat old thing.
God damn it.
Well, I think I look to testify as well, don't you?
But what about your knee, dear?
Don't you worry about that. I'll notice it. I always your cut, cheat, leave our comrade and patient disciplinary and alone.
Oh, John.
Oh, you know how I love it when I can't understand you.
You're right.
I know, darling.
Oh, more!
Oh, John.
Just every fucking witness wants just busting nuts for the other witness.
It's like, what the fuck?
Hey there! Woman, I can do that. No rented men in the road, no the then visitors, huh?
Our eyes.
British Boomhauer.
Yeah, alright, that's right.
3 more fans are acting in our living in quiet life, as it were.
Just even the judge look at each other, just firm nods of understanding.
God damn.
I too am an indecipherable old man.
Hell yeah.
It's a fucking dude from Hot Fuzz. He just can't understand.
Yeah, it's the chains of not understanding. Hell yeah.
The quiet life Were you not engaged in an incendiary battle with your spouse on the day in question?
Oh no. Okay, you're back. You're glitching out like crazy in this space.
Oh, okay. Well, stream heard it, so.
Okay, good.
Fine.
It's back.
Well, yeah. I'm. What?
What?
What? What you say? I can't understand a word he's saying.
No, you can.
Oh, no, I understand him perfectly well.
Yeah.
Everyone. Right.
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 So the house was on fire. Like, just
So
fucking-
my ass we're on fire. I think we should say there, honestly, because we're at time.
that's a good call.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Hell
gonna
yeah.
say, over the game, right here,
All right.
and we're gonna get out of it.
Oh, well.
Sorry. Say goodbye to YouTube, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us. Goodbye.